Hey friends, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Denise. I'm also known as Hey Wig Sister on Instagram and Facebook. Today I'm here to bring you a wig review in partnership with name brand wigs. This is Katherine by Jon Renau in the color 6, which is also known as 𝘠eto𝖺𝗓. This is a gorgeous, super dark brown. We're going to talk all about this style. I'm also going to talk about this color, and I'm going to show you the color inside and outside. So whether you're curious about the style or the color, stick around to learn more. I would like to thank Name Brand Wigs for sending me Katherine so I could show her to all of you. I love showing you lots of new styles, and this happens to be one of Name Brand Wigs' best sellers. I'm actually working through a number of their best sellers just to give everybody an idea of what people are loving, and Katherine is one of those styles. I'll have some details in the description box below, as well as a coupon code to save you 30%, and that would bring the price of this one down to, if my math is right, $163 for a Jon Renau high quality regular synthetic wig. So a great price point for a wig like this. Let's take a look at this one from all sides. Now, I have taken a wide tooth comb to this piece, and I've combed through these waves. When she came out of the box, she had some pretty formed curls, and I think this is how the style is meant to be worn. Just softened up those curls and waves just a little bit. If I can, I'll tack a quick unboxing on the end of this video so that you can see what she looked like out of the box. Although I filmed my outside look at this color already, and that I hadn't really combed through it at that point, so that might be your opportunity to see what she looked like out of the box. Now, like I said, this has regular synthetic fibers. You're not going to take any meaningful heat to this one to alter the style, but if you ever do want to alter the style of a regular synthetic wig, you can use a clothing steamer, and that will help. Sometimes a clothing steamer can help get lift in the front on a synthetic wig. This one though has a pretty good lift, and it's really not hanging in my face. I'm not really struggling with it constantly falling in my face. So I think this one, aside from a little comb through, could be really great just right out of the box. Katherine has a lace front but no monofilament. Jon Renau actually has a number of styles where they do this with their wigs. It does keep the price point down, but because they make the lace front really deep, it goes all the way back to here, that gives the appearance of a part line. That's one thing that I love about Jon Renau, how creative they've gotten with their caps to try to save people money. So for those of you who want realism in your wigs and you want to be able to see a part line, you actually can see one all the way back to there. And honestly, when you're standing straight on and talking to someone, who's looking further back at your part line anyway? Let's take a look at this lace front up close. There's that lace front. On a super dark color like this, you can see the knotting just a little bit, but they've actually done a really good job of keeping those knots small to minimize how visible they really are. If even small knots like this bother you, just a little bit of face powder. Take a makeup brush, dab some face powder on those knots, blend them in with a spoolie. I actually have a video showing how I do that. I'll make sure it's linked below, and you're good to go. And for me, that is really all I ever need to do with a wig that has visible knots. Let's take a look inside this cap. It's kind of the price some of us who like to wear dark colors have to pay when it comes to synthetic wigs. There's that lace front. See how deep it is? It's about 1.5 inches. Maybe even 2 inches. I think this is 2 inches. That means you can part it anywhere. So while this doesn't have a mono part, you can actually part it anywhere you want. Center, left, right, it doesn't matter. So you're not stuck with just like a left part like a lot of wigs have, which is great. Soft ear tabs with bendable stays, extended nape, Velcro adjusters. You can see I've got it adjusted in quite a ways. I'll talk about fit in a moment. And then open wefting. Up here, there is a little bit of Permatease. So let me throw it back on and let's talk about Permatease and volume. I would say this is a moderate density it, you know, in some ways it feels like a heavier density than it actually is. And I think one of the reasons for that is the style. So it's not really terribly layered. You can see most of the pieces are all one length. And because of the kind of the big barrel curls that they put into the ends of this, it makes it kind of voluminous down at the bottom. I think that can contribute to a wig maybe feeling like a lot of hair when it really isn't a lot of hair. In addition, this does have Permatease right here. Like I can feel it's a little bit poofy, pillowy on the sides and on the crown. So sort of all of this area has Permatease. What that does is it helps to give some roundness to the top and a little bit of volume on the top, which I think is needed when you've got a style like this. If there were no Permatease up here, it would look really odd. It would look super flat on the top and then be really kind of full on the bottom. So I do think for a style like this, Permatease is really needed. It's not overdone though. I have seen wigs with much more Permatease than this one has, but if you get overwhelmed by hair and you've been losing your hair for a really long time, this may not be the style to start with, even though it is a bestseller. I just remember how much I struggled in the beginning with every wig feeling like too much hair. So sometimes starting off with something a little bit lower density and flatter on the top can help you transition into a style like this. And I'm confident you can get there if you want to. It certainly happened for me. Now, one of the things that can happen with a wig that doesn't have a monofilament that goes back, so on a basic or machine-made cap wig, or a wig like this that only has a deep lace front, sometimes you run the risk of being able to see visible Permatease on the very top. So if you look closely back here, you can see a little bit of the wiry Permatease fibers. Now, when I get a wig like that, and what I've done with this one is I just comb, kind of lift up that hair at the Permatease. So sort of pick it up, can do this on your head or off of your head, get your fingers in there even and kind of zhuzh it up in there. And what that will do is it will pick those fibers up, give them a little bit of lift and volume, and that can help to hide any visible Permatease that there is. Another option, let's say you don't really know, and you purchase a wig like this, and you get it, and you think you love it, so you decide to keep it, and then you realize you can see a little bit of that Permatease. First of all, people aren't really gonna see it, especially if it's further back. Just people aren't paying that close of attention, they're really not. But headbands can be a great solution if you have a wig and you're just not 100% comfortable with what's happening at the top of that wig. Just throw a headband on. Now, obviously, I would, pull some of the hair back. You could have a headband on and put it in a ponytail or an updo, but anything that kind of covers that area is going to hide that Permatease. I don't think it's really that noticeable on this one, but I do want to make sure that everything I can possibly think of to tell you about these wigs, I will tell you. Now, I mentioned these were regular synthetic fibers, and sometimes with regular synthetic, a wig can look really shiny in some lighting. I'm not finding this wig to be really very shiny. It looks like healthy hair, but not fake shine, if that makes sense. This one feels really realistic and natural like hair, but it feels a little bit on the drier side. I find really silky wigs can often be the ones that are the most shiny, so I'm not dealing with any excess shine. For my preference, we're all very different, but I don't feel that this color is terribly shiny. Let's talk about fit. Jon Renau wigs are known for running true to average, just straight across the board, true to average. I would say if your measurements are considered average or even average petite, Jon Renau can probably be worn by you. Sometimes you'll get a little bit of extra cap at the top, but I am really finding this one to run a little bit smaller than I'm used to with Jon Renau wigs, and where I can tell that is on the sides. These ear tabs are falling really high up on me. This is where that ear tab is. So if I were to pull all of this back, you're gonna see all this bio hair of mine because the ear tabs aren't as low as I like them. I usually like them to fall right about here, and you can see they're not quite doing that. On the flip side, I have this cinched in almost all the way, so I would say the circumference is definitely running average to even slightly bigger than average because my circumference is 21.25 inches. All of my measurements are in the description. So what does this mean for you? I think if you're solidly average, You might have a little bit of coverage issues on the side. So if you choose a color that's close to your bio hair, if you have bio hair, you can just pull it out and blend it. Mine doesn't blend because it's so gray, but if I used a root touch-up powder, it would blend perfectly and I would have no issues with this one. Let's talk about color. 𝘠𝘓𝘂. This is considered a number 6, which is a medium dark brown, leaning more toward dark brown. I would call this a dark, rich, dark brown. There are no visible highlights on this piece. So even though it's not dimensional, it looks so healthy. Just a rich, dark brown color. All throughout, consistent. All right, let's get outside so you can see this color outside. Check out the description below for more information, a link, and a coupon code to Name Brand Wigs. Thanks, Name Brand Wigs. I really enjoy showing this wig to all my wig sisters. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. All right, friends, this is out of the box. I have not done anything with the part, but I needed to take advantage of some daylight. I'll be combing through her and getting that part set before my review. Just a really deep, warm, dark brown. Makes sure it frames my face so you can really see it. All right, there you go. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.